guys, we are just gonna be jumping right into battle here because, well, it was kind of last minute. Didn't get the password till late. XSplit Singapore servers are apparently down, so I streaming on US West or US East, I can't remember which, but we're gonna see First Blood. It's gonna be happening up here. I think Tongfu's in trouble here. Gets slammed. XTT in trouble. The Slaughter's just bashing him, so it looks like just gonna be some friendly banter here, but instead Venomancer's gonna lift it up. Tower shots, body blocking, sick body blocks here. Dreamy, run away. Slaughter gonna right click him there, and the spirit from XTT. First Blood goes the way of Tongfu, and well, we just jumped into the game and we watched this First Blood. So guys, despite all the delays, we did not miss First Blood. Alright, so now a little bit more administrative matters. I'm Sina Zanora, if you guys didn't know already. Commentary by me. Up there in the top right corner, I'm going to be talking to you guys about this game. It's Sina Cup, I believe. The qualifier has been Tongfu and DT NGC. DT, I'm just going to call them the Dream Team, Diatite, Dark Templars. I don't know, but they won against Tongfu in game 1, so I'm very excited to be casting this game. When I saw the Dota 2 Lounge's bettings this morning, I just felt that well, it's gonna be really one-sided, 83 to 17 or 87 to 13 in terms of the rare bettings, and well, they have some interesting picks because I heard in game 1 they won through an Omni Knight pick, so I'm very excited to see that game myself. Sorry we missed that first game, didn't get the passwords in time and all that, so a little bit of delays, apologize for that. And of course, Singapore servers deciding to crash at the best moment possible as usual, and Sentry Ward just on the edge of there, so Dreamy. Denied. I'm gonna wait for the combat to die down before we actually talk about the players. So, no time to talk about the draft, but from what I can see, it's a very standard Chinese kind of thing. Visage, Rubik, and Lifestealer, Storm Spirit, Elder Titan offlane. So very standard 6.78 kind of thing, but DT, the Dark Templars. Man, Slaughter, a lot of big buffs to him. There's Enchantress played by Captain Super. Dreamy You playing the Venomancer, something I like to see a lot. He is going for the Gale Sting, and Xiao Tulei is going to be on the Slaughter, and oh yeah, so they're all capped. So it's Air on that Weaver, and of course it's in July on the Bat Rider. On the side of Tongfu, we have Mu on the Storm Spirit, we have Sing on Rubik, XTT on that Elder Titan, we have Shansheng on that Visage, and last but not least, we have our favorite Joe on that Lifestealer. So, alright, so we're back here. So Shansheng is going to be pulling the Radiant side creeps, I think. Yeah, the Radiant side creeps. Something that I say is a big buff to Radiant after that that recent change. Slaughter gonna right click him there, and the spirit.
Dire's mid towers having technical
just turned on my stream by accident, but yeah, I'm just gonna be monitoring the chat from you guys. Hopefully there won't be too much problems. But XTT as well as Dreamy You, let's be careful. As you can see here, this is not a mistake. DT, the underdogs, I think from what I've been told, it's a tier 2, tier 3 kind of Chinese team. So very excited to see how they did it, because they did it with Omni Knight, now Red. So Red is the new blue, and he has been owning. So I really want to see that game 1. Hopefully there are VODs around, and in July is gonna be just using the flames to stop the push here. Shansheng is 2-point Soul Assumption, so Orb of Venom, Face Boot. So we're gonna see how well he does. 2 wards, just gonna be on top of one another. Mu now has level 6. He's gonna feel pretty safe about this. And Air is gotta be a little bit more careful because the Storm could zip in, go for a pull, and instantly bring him down. And now Xiao Tulei has to be careful there as well. Rubik, what's it up? Level 3, Elder Titan, level 5. So already looking pretty good. Little bit of tangos here and there from his Rubik friend, and he has Soul Ring, so he can power up all that kind of spam he wants and just keep the creep wave away from his tower. So no dives gotta be happening to him.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Yeah, so yeah, the stream is delayed 2 minutes, so I can only see if this. Well, there seems to be no lag. Is there any lag? I don't know, is there any... Well, I don't think there's going to be any lag. Hopefully there isn't. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the chat if you guys have any things to feedback to us. But meanwhile, we're just going to be casting this game. There are no overlays and everything as well, so ghetto. But XTT having a great time here. Dreamy is just going to be hiding in there in the trees. He has gone for the 2-1-1. Look at this man! Look at this man. This is how you succeed.
What's with all the scribbling?
Level 2 Venomous Gale. level 2. He knows what's up. Leveling up Venomous Gale past level 1 in the early stages plays a bigger part than what you guys give it credit. Well, most pros give it credit for, and I'm excited to see how well it works out for him. Well, they did take one game off Tongfu, and those guys that betting rares, well, I would feel fearful for your items as well. And also, he has gotten 52 last hits, 44 for the Storm, 40 for the Mid Weaver. I'm not so sure about putting your hard carry middle. I mean, Slaughter could take up that role as well, but he's gone for Bottle, Threats, probably Blink. He won't be getting those damage items that quickly, so you have to see how. But In July has got himself a fat juicy stack here with a lot of creeps. Gonna murder this entire family with his fire, and a small camp, or the medium camp here, has been pulled away by Enchantress, so she's looking for a little bit of a gank. Is there a gank? No smoke on her, so she's just gonna go the old-fashioned way. Elder Titan did manage to find Dreamy in the side shop. XTT, here comes the Weaver gank. Nope, that's gonna be Shukuchi just fluttering out of there. And Sing, this is Sing in Chinese, which is letter. Does that ring a bell? Is that a new player? It could be just a smurf. But Shanchen gotta watch over this double damage rune. Air, gotta pick that double damage. Oh, that zip, but it does force the Visage to take that double damage rune up. So very good usage here from that Weaver. Very funny that Shanxing actually managed to see the Weaver coming in. I think Sukuchi was timed perfectly there.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
So meanwhile, you guys want the default announcer. Probably got the default announcer. But how do you like my underwater HUD, guys?
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Like it a lot. And wait, does it mess up the overlay? Oh, you guys can see it. Alright, because of the overlay. Too bad. But the underwater HUD is really nice. Xiao Chule. Got power threats, got bottle, probably gonna rush Blink. He's got 900 bucks. Hasn't even stopped to invest in the wand or anything. And now Joe with his buddies are gonna push bottom, and they do glyph this up, forcing Zhou to take a little bit more tower damage than he really wants. Zhou's gonna get that last hit here on the tower, and now super.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is the other super, not the real super, right? I don't know. There are a lot of supers in Chinese. Apparently Chinese guys really love their super. So Venomancer, he is going for threats, not going for arcanes. Venomancer do have some mana problems when you do cast the gale a little bit too many times, but
Dyer's bottom tower
the Weavers
is under
having
attack.
some free space in the middle. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit is going to do some jungles farming. No, he's going to do some jungle farming. I thought he was farming up some stack creeps, but Dreamy Yu, he has gone
Radiant's
bottom. He wants to deal with Zhou. Zhou has a Midas, has Orb of Venom, Face Boots, so already hitting pretty hard. And we're gonna see what Weaver has here. Weaver's just sitting in front of the Rosh Pit. Weaver, I just saw him time lapse out, so a little bit of a mistimed click there, I think. But 10-minute Blink Dagger coming out for the Bat Rider. I wouldn't say he's the best, but characteristically, oh man, that word, of Chinese Dota, we have only one kill 10 minutes in, unlike our favorite Korean Dota, which I'm so used to casting. There would be 10-20 kills by now, but hey, Wilkin, something that reminds us of our Korean friends. And XTT just gonna stay all the way back. He has threats now, so you can soaring with the strength threats, switch back to agility, regen up, stuff like that. So meanwhile, Slaughter pops his illusion rune. He had time to go grab that. Now Enchantress with the Blink Dagger in July. Oh well, XTT, you are in all different kinds of screwed right now. He's gonna head on top. Buckler from me, yes sir, he says. And in July, here comes the Bat Rider. Batman's here. XTT gonna get gripped up, and here comes the amplified damage as well. Stomp. No, a little bit spell stacking there, but it doesn't matter. He's dead as heck. And now here's a zip in here from Storm Spirit. Very quick fingers, actually allowing him to drop the heal. Forget about that. He's dead. Xiao too late. He's gonna fall as well. So Elder Titan for a whole bunch of deaths. Are they gonna get a third one in July? Is gonna bottle there. So don't be an Alliance hater has won a multi-kill. And something like in Chinese, some guy that doesn't know how to spell YOLO has received a multi-kill there as well. Shanxing dropping really low in that engagement there. But Dreamy Yu taking the time. I'm so proud of this man. Oh yeah, no audio TV. Okay. No, I don't want to take it.
Radiant's middle tower is under
audio,
attack.
Dota TV, help. Hello to you guys. We had a lot of delays earlier on. Check out BTS stream for more of those updates and stuff. But hey, Air is getting a bottle as well. A lot of bottles on this team. 3 bottles. Mu actually zipped on in, looking for a kill, but he's gone for a rather balanced build. 3, 3, 2, and 1. So I thought we were about to say the magic number. Let's see what Air decides to go for. Is it going to be a Desolator, a Medallion, maybe a Lincoln Sphere? Go a little bit Pinoy. Super gonna farm some Mud Golems. Gonna realize, hey, they're not coming out. Are they dead? No, they're Mud Golems. F you, Mud Golems. And Joe working towards his armlet right now. We have XGT with the Buckler. So he's gonna be the mech carrier for this game. Sin. He has got Dust ready for that Weaver whenever and ever. He's gonna lift him up, shock him up. Sunshine is gonna drop the Soul Assumption, and now Zoe is gonna get the last in the tower. We can see if he gets it. Nope, Visage steals it like a true support.
Has fallen.
Meanwhile, gonna abuse the Dire side advantage as well as Roshan ability, and they get slammed a little bit. They are going into Rosh. How much does slam do? 70 damage. Okay.
Look there.
And now amplify damage will be ensuring that this Roshan goes down ASAP. The Elder Titan Spirit just gonna harassing them out. I think they can finish this. The whole Radiant squad is out of position, and well, this is gonna be a little bit of a waste. They're not gonna get this, and now Rubik gets a zip on in, and oh, Stormspirit zips on in. Just double damage from the move. Is it gonna be follow up? Nope, Stormspirit's not gonna follow up here, but the Venomous Swords are gonna get bashed up by Roshan. And now looks like Tongfu want to take revenge. DT might have gotten the zip on them earlier on, but now one more impetus. Yep, one more. Gets that $100. Visage Sunshine a little bit slipping on that micro. And now the tower about to take a fall. Also get it this time. Nope. Stormspirit gets it with the double damage. Fair enough. And Venomancer feeling particularly brave. Not so sure, but here comes the Blink Dagger from Xiaolei. I'm not even sure this is the right way to do things, but they're gonna do it anyway. Here comes the box. Your move's gonna zip away, TP out, and that's so long, friends. And Air is gonna get in trouble as well. Is he gonna get the stump across the box? Sukuchi Weaver is gonna get pulled up. Nope, he's gonna time lapse out, knowing that he can't dive the issue there. Elder Titan a little bit too tanky with the Buckler Soul Ring Threads, and actually the Familiar is actually landing on one of the toes. And in July, I would say that fight didn't go really well for them. They lost 2 cores for Visage, and they really lost the Weaver, the Venomancer early on. So that was a suicide bomb, 3-2 kind of action, but didn't really work out too well for them, and hopefully they will reflect on them, what they just did. But meanwhile, in July, you're gonna farm up some more large camps with the fire and head back to base. And look towards that 4-staff armlet done for Toe. So no burdening this time round.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Mu already has an Orchid up. 14 minutes in, he has an Orchid Malevolence. Goodbye, Enchantress. Goodbye, Chanti. Rip in pieces. Frank! And Xiao Tulei is still thinking it's safe. Nope, better back off. 8-2 now. Tongfu is back with a vengeance. No Omni Knight, no win. Air. Xiao Tulei has the Blink Dagger, like we said he will get, and Tread's Source Bottle, but unfortunately for him that doesn't really result in much damage. It does require him to be really near the fights at all times and just getting amplified damage. So the only one he's doing a lot of damage to is the ones that's amplified. So that's a little bit of a problem for him. Air is gonna pop it in this Rune of Weaver, gonna use Sukuchi now instead. And are they gonna find Rubik? They might. No, they're not. A lot of good ward coverage here from Tongfu squad. There is gonna be the ward expiring here, so the smoke gang is gonna go to North. They're all grouped down here bottom, and they're gonna 5-man Dota, and I think Dreamy is about to go down. Yep, Dreamy, 400 HP, 600 HP, 500 in threats. He's got his wards just for the slow. So he's got his wards just for the slow here. You could go for more Poison Sting to harass supports, but in this case you just want him for the extended slow, just durable and holding off the towers with your wards. And because you can't nuke down Venomous wards, so you have to chip them down slowly. And with the level 3 Venomous skill, you can do a lot of bonus damage to supports like Sansheng as well as Rubik. Even Storm Spirit cannot afford to take that much poison damage in the early game or during the fights, and Super has a medallion on his Enchantress for that early Roshan, but unfortunately for them didn't work out too well. I hear the bomb being armed, and this could be trouble. Satyr is gonna be sitting there. Venomancer, don't do it. Satyr, Tormentor. He's gonna be harassing him. I'm not so sure how they're gonna do this, deal with this Storm Lifestealer bomb though.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Boo's gonna bottle up. Super is just gonna deny his own creep there. You have tormented me long enough, but here comes the zip onto Xiao Tulei as well. No running away. He gets slowed. Open wounds pulled back in there. He even turns on the sprint to amplify the damage. Well, he tries to run, but he's not gonna get anywhere out of there. But he could have gone for a crush, I think. But still, good gank here from Mu. Very long zip in with the silence. Oh yeah, he could have crushed because of that. And yeah, very good zip on in, and they just bring him down really easily. And now in middle lane, Sunshine, Rubik as well as the other Titan going middle. And now we're gonna group up as 4. We're gonna try and bring down this tower bottom. Now in July gonna use aggressive blink on the creeps there. The creeps will get fireflied up, and they are gonna regret their lives.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So
Dire's middle tower has
alright guys,
fallen.
so I'm just checking the stream from time to time, make sure there are no dropping frames. I think some of you guys are saying it's okay. Yeah, because the Singapore servers are down for you guys that's joining, and this is the Sina Cup qualifiers. The servers for Singapore are down, so I can't use that. So I asked them, I just set XSplit to automatic, and they look for the nearest server, which is US West, I think US East.
Dire's top tower has
That's
fallen.
the server we're using. The ping is really low, I think it's at 11 to 2. Normally it's at 5. So for US East and West it's apparently 11. So that's pretty good.
Dire's
It should
top
not lag
tower
too bad
is
for you
under
guys.
attack.
And now Mu gonna arm that bomb with the Lifestealer once again, the Storm Spirit. Are we gonna get a gank? How are we gonna zip on in? They could. They could. They don't have any H's just yet, but the way DT is playing, I don't think they have a proper way of dealing with this. I mean, you need the perfect initiation. After all, Toe is really fat right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're gonna try and pull someone in. Bat Rider has used this Firefly. Crush even used to just farm there. And
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Slaughter's only level 10. You really want that level 2 amplify damage for the Lifestealer. Just focus him down where he rages, because it does not dispel rage. Or you can cast it over rage anyway. And I think they're gonna go into Roshan, so gonna use up this infest. So gonna be reported for AFK. So it's a nice gem for Sunshine. You can allow him to D-ward, maintain map control, keep DT in constant fear, because the Storm Skill will just zip in and destroy your face. And you have to be very careful, especially Air. Going for that BKB, not so, well, not anytime soon, that's for sure. And Dreamy you. It's gonna be bugs. They're gonna check Roshan. Roshan apparently is not afraid of bugs, and now they're gonna use XTT as bait. 9 to 2 now, 19 minutes in, 45 seconds. Bye bye Air. Silence Sakuchi, bye bye. The bug is dead, and there's gonna be no. He walks into the Spirit, into the Fate Bot. What a crush on nothing, and now Xiao Tulei in trouble. The crack goes out, destroys something on the end of that, and that is gonna be Venomancer. And of course, with that horrible fight of everything missing, jumping to spells, we have a GG. 20 minutes, 12 to 2, Tongfu, very perfect execution here. Getting that first blood and just snowballing from there. Really no, well I won't say no, but they were thwarted off. DT, they tried for aggression, but unfortunately for them, they don't have the early burst required to actually bring it down. And Snick, grab a Snickers. So DT, looking to come back. Tongfu, gonna be saving your rares, gonna bring it to a best of 1 now. The best of 3 Sina Cup group qualifiers. I'm your host, Lysander Zenora. If you like my casting, follow me on twitch.tv/Lysander Zenora. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. And of course, remember to support BTS for any more coverage. But now we're gonna go into game 3, and it's gonna be Tongfu versus DT. Not so sure what to call them just yet, but I hope it'll be a lot less one-sided than this. I'm very sad that game 1 went past without me, but hey, game 3 will be just as good. I have a feeling. Alright guys, see you guys next game. Much love and Kappa.